The human being and the natural world around us are not separate entities. We're all part of one symphony, one part of one reality, and it's just different dimensions of it. And when you think of it that way, it's not just that we're dependent on nature for our sustenance, but we actually are one and the same with nature, which is why we feel so comfortable when we go into a natural setting, whether it's the beauty of nature, the harmony of nature, whether we go into water or other elements of nature. What happens? We feel a certain balance, we feel a certain serenity, because it is our natural place. Remember that for 9 months in our mother's womb, what were we subject to? Not man-made things, completely part of the natural process that God put into place, which is that you're in your mother's womb, and the miraculous way that womb nurtures you for 9 months. You sustained by the food and the liquids and the water and even oxygen and everything coming through from the womb, the fetus developing in that place. So we are by nature, so we're fundamentally linked into nature simply from the beginning of our conception. And then when we come out into this world and they cut the umbilical cord and we begin to function as human beings, then we become subject to the toxins and to the man-made forces that can pollute us and can in some way cause us to waver away from our natural selves. So actually nature, therefore, is like the best example of what you look like in the purest form, like a newborn child, because people have not yet so-called distorted or in any way damaged or abused that individual. So if you think of it that way, think of it like this, that if you were to ask yourself, what is the natural you, as opposed to the person you've evolved into becoming in order to make it in this hostile world, it could be very two different personalities. The personality you are as you were born, like a freshly fallen snow, to use a natural metaphor, is exactly that. It's freshly fallen, it's innocent and pure. But then life tramples upon us. What that means is, whether, I'm not even necessarily talking abuse right now, life, the challenges of life, it wears us down. And as it wears us down, we lose that pristine purity that we are in our natural selves. So in a way you can say, if a person wants to find happiness, wants to find contentment, wants to find purpose to their lives, you have to really go back to see what is the natural you versus the superimposed you.